Well, Negan's back, so now we have to worry about the whole Simon versus Negan thing. This should be interesting. Eugene gets a nice little wake-up call when he comes across some former friends. And can Aaron present himself and convince Oceanside to join the fights, this time for real? Find out more here on Nephilim Entertainment. Hello, my friends. What is up? Welcome back to Nephilim Entertainment. I am your host, Veteran Go. Thank you for tuning in. And you are watching my coverage of The Walking Dead. And this is episode 15, Worth. So, we're reading Carl's letter, finally. Find out what exactly he said to Rick. And, spoiler alert, it is sad. Apparently he relives the tragic past of how things are going. How they went from being birthday parties and visits to parks to now they're hunting and fighting and trying not to kill or trying not to be killed. And Carl wants Rick to bring that back. He wants to have him bring back the world that he once knew. That is his dying wish, for his father to bring back the world that he once knew. It's comforting to see somebody actually talk about the past that is not above the age of 20, because all the parents are reliving the glory days back in my day, back when before zombies started walking the planet. It's actually interesting to see kids actually talk about the whole concept of what the world was like before the apocalypse. And Aaron's in Oceanside, and apparently he's trying to win over the people, but it's not going so good, and he's basically left out of the cold, quite literally. Gregory and Simon have a nice little talk. Apparently Simon's a little ticked off at Gregory for making him look like an ass in front of Negan. That's a good point. He did, profusely. So, yeah. Gregory is an ass, so what do you expect? And Eugene, he's running things up at the outpost pretty damn well. I mean, he's got a unique sort of way of doing it, which is sardines and macaroni and cheese and garlic. A weird combination. I've ate a lot of crazy things, but that takes the cake. And he's running things quite well. In fact, he actually puts Gabriel in his place and pretty much tells him, you're messing with the bullets, and we're on the winning team, so go team, sit off in the corner, and be emo-ish. Don't talk to anybody, and don't do anything. And Rosita and Daryl actually managed to kidnap Eugene. Well, how he gets away and how he sort of outsmarts our people is quite original. I have to say for Eugene, it's quite original. But Negan's back, yay, right? He's back and he's back in charge, and he has Simon on his knees first thing. Great to have you back, Box. Okay, you want me to get down on knees? Okay. What's going on? You know. So he has Simon on his knees, but he's basically complimenting Dwight. He spares Simon, but compliments Dwight and his loyalty and how he's all of a sudden a team player. Wow, Negan has it so backwards. Actually, he's right about Simon, but yeah, I mean, the whole Dwight thing, yeah, it's a little bit of a blowout. But Rosita and Daryl are quite pissed at Eugene. Apparently they don't like the idea of him actually working for the enemy. And Eugene basically tells him he did it to survive. He did it to try to survive and to manage to get through all this. And Rosita's right. And she tells him, we'll keep you around to survive. But that's about it. Just barely. So what an enticing offer. Apparently, if he stays with Negan, he's leading an outpost, making bullets. He's got a deadline, but he at least gets macaroni and cheese, sardines, and garlic. Whereas with the Alexandrias, Rosita and Daryl, apparently they're going to lock him up in a room and not let him see the light of day, which offer seems enticing. Yeah, no. I'll stick with the whole Negan thing. So actually, the way Eugene escapes their grasp is by something original. He throws up. Yeah, he does the whole finger trick, causes himself to gag, throws up under his knees, and runs. And he does it quite well, actually. I mean, he did something that is totally taboo, but it worked. Yeah, Simon, he's not giving up on the whole overthrow Negan thing. He is not giving up whatsoever. Apparently, he's wanting to overthrow Negan, and while that's going on, we find out Aaron is one hell of a survivor. I see why he survived all this time and why he was able to go out and venture and go by himself most of the time and actually keep himself alive. I mean, he manages to not just fight off one or two walkers, but at least probably about one or two. I mean, not to overextend it, but yeah, he manages to keep himself alive for the most part. And surprise, surprise, Simon is betrayed by Dwight. Yeah, Dwight to get in, I guess, Negan's good graces, so he can't see the knife he's about to drive in his back. He betrays Simon, basically sells him out to Negan. So Negan and Simon have a brawl amongst brothers. I find it kind of interesting because, and this was, the superfan from The Talking Dead actually pointed this out in her commentary. Simon wanted to take out Negan sort of quietly and with dignity. Yeah, that was great, but the polar opposite of Negan's was he done it as a spectator kind of spectator sport, and he pretty much strangled him to death, all for show, all for the people to see, with no dignity whatsoever. Hung him up on the fence with the other walkers, and I mean, he's straight up walker, gnashing his teeth, and still got blood in his mouth, still dripping blood. So Negan, he is back to his old bastard ways. So go Negan. I guess Simon will never be able to say I am Negan anymore. But he has a surprise for Dwight. Apparently, Laura, the girl that got away from Dwight back when he basically betrayed the group, is back. And turnabout is fair play because she ends up selling out Dwight to Negan. And Negan actually has plans for our boy. So, what's going to happen to Dwight I'm very curious. But finally, Michonne takes matters to her own hands. Whenever she goes out, she actually takes Negan's letter from Carl and reads it to him. And more or less, it says basically the same thing. Why don't you give up trying to work things out? Stop this fighting. Let's get back to a world where we can actually be proud of and feel safe and all that goody-goody stuff. And Negan's polite way of saying, F off, I will do things my own way, and what's going to happen is I'm going to kill a lot of you. So Negan, of course, is not going to honor Carl's wishes. Alright, up next for The Walking Dead. The season finale, y'all. Yeah, season finale. So this is actually, hopefully, the final showdown between Negan and the rest of the people. I'm really hoping so, because, don't get me wrong, love Negan's character. I love the stories they've told, and I love the possibility for them to tell more stories. But the whole thing with Negan, it's been played out. It's been played out for me. I'm officially over it, and I want to find out more about old chick who comes bearing gifts in exchange for knowledge. I forgot what her name was, but it's not important part is apparently Morgan is actually going to get his crossover episode with the Fear of the Walking Dead right after The Walking Dead. So the fighting has to stop because I seriously doubt Morgan is just going to up and leave during the fight. He's probably going to stick around, hopefully, and help his friends take down Negan. So I hope he doesn't do the tuck, tail, and run thing. I don't see that in Morgan's style. So I'm guessing the war is going to be over. That's my theory about that. But you're welcome to give me a different opinion if you wish. However, the question that poses the most is, what's going to happen to Dwight? I mean, he's obviously found out by Negan, so is Negan going to make a spectator of him? Is he going to burn off the other half of his face? Or is he going to do the whole, I forgive you, it's all said and done, let's bygones be bygones, that sort of thing. But that's going to do it for me. Be sure to leave me a thumbs up down below and post a comment being not friendly. Let's discuss this episode. Stay tuned to the end of the video and subscribe for more content. But my question for y'all is, who do you think had the best way of handling the situation if Simon's would have planned out? Do you think Simon's dignified manner versus Negan's spectator sport way was the best way to handle it? Let me know up here and down here. But to all you daydreamers and creators out there, keep your heads in the clouds. Peace.